Alright, here's hoping that I somehow make this work. The stream does not seem to like my settings right now, but I have no more time to set it up. They just readied up. This is the first setup time. We are in Grand Finals of ETF2L Season 12 Open. That's Highlander, in case you think I'm a time traveler. And the teams are on blue, Saukot, a completely Finnish team. Has gotten 3rd place in mid before and has all sorts of mid experience, no idea what the fuck they're doing in open. And Team Descent, currently on red, who have had gigantic roster changes since last season and are currently unbeaten. These two teams have played against each other before. That was on Badwater. Ooh, first clean headshot right there. That was on Badwater. And Descent won that 6-0. But yeah, they have both made it clean through the playoffs. So I'm expecting a good game. The maps will be Upward, Steel, and if there's a decider, Product. Alright, they're going for the Fist of Steel Heavy on the card strat. This is unsnipeable, at least in one shot. Both the gun spy and the sniper headshotting everyone. Sentry got zapped. Looks like the first bit of a wave going on there. But no priority picks that Saukot have gotten yet. I'm pronouncing it Saukot, which is, I suppose, closer to the German pronunciation, which would mean pig shit. But I think that just makes it better. Right, Kohler and his spy are completely behind enemy lines right now. As blue uses, see what I can do with it. Demo has to try to get out alive as his medic gets juggled, gets set on fire. Did he get out of that? I couldn't see because my camera work sucks. But red is like, okay, we lost too many players. Let's back out onto hill. We got enough time on first. It was 1.5 minutes. Let's just get out of here at the next best position. They did just lose the heavy, who was running away with Gru. Oh. He just missed. But this entire team is rotating tunnel. Now he should have called it though. And Red's position up here on hill is not looking all that aggressive. I want to sort of play it safe as MOBA, finish heavy. He's moving up the side here. The rest of his combo is there too. Slowly getting ground, and they have to back out of hill. They're missing a lot of combo members. They keep their own medic alive though. Blue has a tiny advantage of about 20%, bit less even. They gotta get in now, get that sentry. Uber's ready, right at red spawn. And the car can just move forward completely unhindered right now. They're just holding on to this Uber, not letting red do anything, getting the free cap, not getting forced. Sander's like, alright, just back out, play third, play it safe, keep people alive. Everyone is left spawn. You do see that every now and again, that somebody will go for like a bit of a lurk play. Let's do some first person stuff again. Every time I cut to the sniper, he headshots the engine. Let's see if we can keep that trend going. Oh! Kohler just standing up out of that crouch. The second he would have gotten headshot. Ooh, that was a nice shot. As Ubers are getting exchanged here by the bridge, trading heavy for Pyro. I don't think that's too good of a trade for the red team. And now it's a lot of Descent players down. Blue is not far forward enough to do that much with it. But red barely even has a combo right now. By barely, I mean it's a medic and a sniper and an Ninja and a gun spy. But they can't move that card forward as long as blue doesn't realize this advantage and plays aggressively around it. There's barely anyone here. This flank over here by Shithouse is also pretty open. They're refusing to do anything with it. I think Saukot is playing it too safe here. I think they could have gotten a push up with that. The other problem is that red has Uber advantage of about 40%. So they're going to have in a few seconds, while Saukot is still gonna take a bit longer. Ah, this is not the kind of aggression you want to see when you're on offense. Gotta create that advantage. You gotta do that damage. We go for a bomb, like Juho is right here. Almost falls down. Ah, that's to the scout though. Watching Saukot. Oh, that was a nice call. People instantly getting on him, and he does die to it. As Fundo tries to look for that snipe. Now the card moved up that most important hill already. Red used to over on heavy. Demo can go a bit further into them. Dies though to the soldier. Spy as well. Scout dies 2. That means Red is at only 4 players right now. And this is the situation just like earlier. Blue has to realize that now. Get forward. Get the card. Red can only back out as soon as there's any aggression. So you just gotta show that. You gotta get around this corner. They are paranoid at 50%. 50% über. But there's nothing Red can do here. If they just walk forward, get this ground. It's not the time for a sandwich break. It's the time to cap the card at 529. I would argue that's a little bit slow. Not too bad though. Although the last point, in my experience on Upward, is the one that decides way more than any of the others. And I suppose that's good design, keeping it open till the end, not knowing what's going to happen. So they used the Uber up here in IT. As Red has to back out, it was just Medic and Demo right there. Can't commit too much there. So we're looking at an 8v6 right now, 8v5, with Red having longer spawn times. So they get this upper hallway. Arga saw the sniper dot. He can cross now. I think they got the sniper. Yeah, did. Gotta push the card forward now. Oh, that's not much of a last hold at all. Oh, that was fast. That was 6-18. They did have troubles, as I pointed out, with not attacking third when they had the numbers. But everything else went rather well for Saukot right here. They're going to switch sides. We have about a minute of setup time, which I'm going to use to find out if I'm actually live, because I have no idea. Yay! In fact, I'm watching it, which means that's probably dropping some frames. Well, so be it. At least I figured out in the last seconds that I could have figured it out. Right. They are currently on crits. Setting crit sticky traps. Let's find out if they're going to stay on it. No, Medic suicided. So that probably is going to mean that they'll be back to stock in time. Look at all these traps. Some over here, some over here, some over here. And it would be really cool if it weren't for the fact that he has to detonate all of them at the same time. So it's as good as having only one. Well, I guess he has a choice, but you know. Just because he has 8 crit stickies up doesn't mean he's gonna kill 8 people. Still gonna only kill 1. Or less if they just clean them up, you know. But alright. We got a Cloak and Dagger Spy, Saukot. And 6-18 is, I'd say pretty much anything is possible there. Descent is definitely a good team. People know that. They can beat that. We've seen 5-something times from them, I think. So it's far from impossible, but it's certainly not easy. It's not a 10-minute time or anything. I think he's running the Ambassador, so he can go for this sniper pick from over here. That's the 1 or 2 damage. He's not gotten called out up here. He's seen that the blue medic came out while they lost a lot of players. I think that's a great chance to go for the force or the drop. That's a headshot, but Matt gets into spawn too fast. But now it's definitely been called up on that roof. Fundo getting some headshot on the scout, delaying the car push just a tiny bit longer. And the first blue combo members are moving up these stairs they used. It's not much of an advantage to use with. Let's go into free cam. We got Mr. Bliss and Blah Blah both going for the top ground right here. But Mobo cleans them up. I think they can keep this hold for now. It's gonna be even longer time. 5 more minutes. As people are starting to move over the flank here, well, to some extent at least. They're like jumping up here on playground, Pyro. I think the demo tried it too but failed. And now Red's backing out when the sentry went down. I'm not sure how necessary that was, but to be honest, one of my shortcomings is holding onto holes for too long, so maybe that's me having a bad preference of, no, we should stay there longer. But considering that they willingly backed out, I think that this was too passive. Like, you're gonna want to be up on hill in this situation. And they're playing as if they wiped on first here on platform. So I think that's a bit of a mistake. There's a bit of a ×4 on the card. And the blue combo is ready to move through the roof. They're gonna use now on the heavy. There it is. Sentry goes down. Red counter pops. Demo's not gonna get a flash. But it gets out alive just barely as the card keeps moving forward. They can't put their attention to it. Even though they did win the combo fight, Red could not stop the card from getting capped. And they have to back out as the blue team now spawns in the cave. Which allows them to... Well, if Red had kept that second hold, Blue could have just DM'd them out of that. And yes, I do have a habit of just constantly saying Blue and Red instead of Saukot and Descent. But fucking so be it. Right, let's go up. Oh, no. Never go free cam when you're watching the sniper, technically. Gets the stab and gets away with it, I believe. And we're still facing that scout in here. Always perfectly predicting everything that Spike's going to do, except for that last little bit of a drop down. It's only level 1 sentry, and they're all the way back. So this is looking... Oh well, Juho, the soldier, is able to stop the card progress there for a bit. Falls off the cliff now. As Blue pops their Uber, barely any red players alive. They get their Uber now. Counter pop as soon as they can. Trying to push people back. Let's see if they can actually clean up this card here. I don't think that's looking good enough. Well, as a snipe, the charge body shot. But especially with all these red players dead and only spawning just now, all signs point to this being a third cap for Descent. 2.5 minutes to cap last. That is quite a bit. So let's see how well Saukot can lock this down now. They're using, we call it the pop spot with the sentry. And the heavy there with him, although it looks like he's gonna come over to cross where the rest of his combo is holding, up here, upper. And I'm really interested in what Cola is doing. He's running Mad Milk, having it out, just standing by the sentry. I guess he's waiting for a spy. Whereas the blue Uber being popped off, still 10 more percent for Saukot to get. And he's a bit scared there. Now they use. Gotta hit those pills! Heavy's still dodging everything, what is happening? If they don't kill him. Oh my god. That's a bit of an embarrassing showing. But at the end of the day, the Uber did do its job. It did bully Descent out of this advantageous high ground area. That they will now have to reclaim. Right here. We have a lot of people trying to do that. They're all low on health. Look at the left bar. It's a lot of work for Arga. No wait, that's not Arga. That's T. Borden, apparently. Right, they decided to just say, fuck it, let's go through basement up here. They are in, but they're still having that health issue. They did get some kills on red, including the medic, who only just now spawned. Starting to build Uber as Blue has theirs completely. So this should be the situation for a really aggressive play, trying to gain ground as the card gets capped into last. 50 seconds left. If this push doesn't work, they're gonna need a very desperate one. So they take this ground by the spawn, not letting anyone get to the cart as the soldier's pushing it in. Red soldier's jumping onto it. I don't think you can win that, there's too many blue players around it. Time to jump on it, Heavy. Oh, it's rolling back, MG's on it. What can you do? Med went down. Pure DM right now. The butter knife deciding the game. No, still not, it's still rolling back. 25 seconds on the edge, 3 red players alive. And that's the blue Heavy coming around. Let's see what I can do against him. He's a bit too low. He's a bit uncomfortable down there. But there's still a lot of red players down. Spawning just about now, and they're going to have to play right by the card with 10 seconds left as Blue is just throwing themselves at it. I remind you, there's only one half to this. Med falls down. Just the spy blocking it. You gotta touch it, 2 seconds, no! Oh boy. What a way to start off this final. Oh man. Well, that's the first map, Upward, going to Descent. Now, unfortunately, we don't know... I'm gonna alt-tab for a second. Unfortunately, we don't know who picked what. This is all we know. I do know that since there's 6 maps in the pool, the decider map was picked by the higher seeded team, which should be Descent, since they went completely unbeaten through the regular season. Saukot did also remain completely unbeaten, except for their own game against Descent, which was Badwater. I think I already said that. But yeah, for the first 2 maps, Upward and Steel, we don't really know which is which. If I had to guess, I would say that it's more like... Wait. We are playing again. What? Have they decided to play a best of 3 of each of the stopwatch maps?
Mission begins in 30
Also, there's 8 red players.
Packing up.
Their Pyro is missing. No, he's in spec. What? Well, I guess he disconnected and came back. What is happening?
Mission begins in
Alright, Saukot is doing the crits and then stock thing again.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
With largely similar traps. That's what this spy get through. Looks like he's going straight for playground. Uncloaking there, no one's seen him yet. He's going cross flank now. Doesn't look like he wants to go for the spawn. He goes straight for the sentry sap. Backstabs the Pyro. Backstabs whoever Mafu was, I think the NG. And gets the sentry done by himself right there. It was great work. I would expect Descent to do a push off of that. Because Red is already starting to back out. Yeah, they have to give it. Losing 2 players and your sentry to, well, spy that early. Not something that you can hold on the point with. That, of course, at 41 seconds is extremely fast. Alright, so just to explain this, there's a bit of a thing in the ETF2L playoff rules that says when you play a stopwatch map, by the rules it would just be 1/2, so one time you attack, one time you defend. But if both teams agree, they can say they want to play each stopwatch map like a full match. So best of 3, whoever wins 2 halves. Which kind of doesn't make them halves if there's 3 of them, but you know. Yeah, and it looks like that's what they're gonna do. And I would assume that they also mean to do that on CB Steel. Skulina is getting around again, not a lot of attention being paid to him. Can't backstab that sniper, that's a Razorback. Gets the NG, there's a lot of trick stabs working in this open grand final. Ooh, Scott beats Pyro. Finishes the cap, 146 for 2 points. Blue Medic goes down to the Ambi body shot. And that's 50% Uber advantage for Saukot. This might be the slightly more comfortable position that they needed, because they have been just completely on the back foot for this entire half so far. And they need to win it, or the first map will be gone. It looks like a bit more of an aggressive hold compared to what they did last time. Have the Uber ready. Did not notice that spy. Sentry's only just starting because Genji keeps getting trick stabbed. Alright, now Blue is in a bit of an awkward spot. They are getting these kills. But if I was in their position, I would not be pushing yet. As, oh, for fuck's sake, sniper. As they don't have Uber for quite some time, and Red has theirs just ready. They are getting aggressive with the soldier and the medic. It's an odd combination. But they're getting the carp time because Red is just so scared of them right now. Get forced, or, well, actually, in this situation they might have voluntarily decided that, but it just so happened to be when the soldier jumped on him. And with that, they can actually block this card, control the area around it, and it looks like they're going to keep this third hold at the cost of their Uber. Blue Medic, however, went down in the process, and he's only just now started to build Uber. meaning the advantage stays with red. It looks like blue is just trying to just brute force this card. And it's working a bit too well for my taste. It's right there on the edge for the point. Hununai is gonna get the spy cap for it. Dies, but that's pretty much worth it with that forward spawns that they're gonna be getting now. As Saukot has to back out. Here into upper. They have established this hold. Heavy's back there. Eats a pipe and some sticks. That's not enough. He needs some help to finish that off. You can see how low he is. Oh, he dies to the mini crit. Met took a pipe as well. Has to go running now. He gets the big med pack. You can see through the wall. He's fighting that spy. Only goes down to the butter knife. Butter knife med pick. Let's see what the red sentry is doing, because that is the thing that I'm worried about the most right now. It's still only level 1. Descent is doing a great job at just constantly keeping that down or low level. And they don't have much other people just watching this card. Heavy gets on it. Alright, cleaning up Soldier and Spy. Pyro Suicide's in here at the beginning of this push. Red uses theirs. Blue's just running away. This might be a Pyro Med pick. Come on. Don't let him get it. Oh! Blue Medic healed out of that. But Randomize finishes up the kill. That means both medics went down. Oh wait, what? No, he didn't. My bad, sorry. I just thought of the damage that Red took. And they do have to give up that upper hold, that's a pity. They did play that exchange really well. They had to drop out, it got too uncomfortable for their own net. So we're like, alright, let's just keep this 20% Uber alive. Rather than wipe on this hold. MOBA with his scout cleaning up over here though. Not letting blue have it either. If we can't have it, you can't have it either. Just keeping it here. But the blue combo got all the way into IT now, including their sniper. They are getting big damage on it. Better clean up that heavy. Alright, scout wins that duel. Red is building so slowly. He's just over there by himself. They have this ground. They just need to find a way to get their medic over here. Now he crossed with the sniper. Oh, they have him here. Alright, this hold is re-established. They can get major time on the clock again. And their cart is slowly rolling back. This duo goes forward. See if we can find some people in stairs. Place that Descent likes to push so much. Right now, their combo just sitting in main. Spy gets found out. That's what he can do with the revolver. Hits him like 2 shots or so, but that's not enough. Red is a bit uncomfortable on numbers, but they do have the areas that they need to control. The sentry is finally level 3. Spy does not hit his trick stabs this time. Just trying to find their way up these stairs. Lose their combo members. Did not use, which means they made us an awkward spot. That was a drop. I'm pretty sure that was a drop just there. Very unnecessary. Fat fingered the Uber when he actually needed it, and then ran away. Didn't accept that he was getting forced. Had to die for it. Now that of course feels bad for Descent as well. They played the first 3 points. Well, they especially played the first 2 points extremely well, and the 3rd point decently. Descent played decently. Descent played decently. And then choking up on last so hard. They've been here for like 4 minutes, I believe. And just not finding a way through there. Letting Saukot just constantly re-establish this upper hallway hold. It's gotta be frustrating. You just wanna hammer the nail in. You just wanna be done with this attack round. But the more you hurry, the more players you feed. Like just now the soldier. He could have just done it to like stop the car from going back. But he died to the sentry doing it. As Red uses their Uber, find the pyro kill. Blue's trying to pop late, and they succeed in doing that. Which means they should be getting this ground. Med dies in mid-air to the backstab. And now this is the number situations that Descent likes so much. And as I say that, they lose players, demos very uncomfortably low. No, fuck you, I'm not responding to chat in the middle of the cast. I will be doing that when I have time. Also, the chat on phone is something I only have on Twitch, not on YouTube. Although, honestly, I could probably just go to the website there. Whatever, we can see a level sentry, going for level sentry in main on offense. It's very interesting. Trying everything to not let any more red players pass into upper, where the medic is currently trapped. Car's rolling back, but he knows that no one can really cross here, has to run back. They're doing a bit of the pub hold now. And by pub hold, I mean they have the combo members. Sentry protecting the cart, no one at the really advantageous positions. They got the flank trying to protect IT up there. But they are in a much more awkward spot right now. Spy going for the spy cap, has to die for it, but he did get some ground for the cart. So blue has the Uber ready, and red is just finishing up the last percentages. Blue has to use up there. Right by the soldier. Red drops to the headshot. Should not have tried to cross that. Descent. That was clearly their strat. They really wanted to do everything to not let Saukot establish another upper hold. And Saukot did not accept that that's what they were doing, and tried to go for it anyway. And because of that, they lost this last point. But now it's 9:57. After they started off so well, that's a pretty darn slow time. If Saukot can play the way they played the first half, then I'm predicting a decider upward round. Right, we got a minute, so let's actually see what people have been writing in the YouTube chat. My prediction, Aquino. Well, there's two things. There's the team that I want to win, and the team that I think is gonna win. Yeah, I'm just keeping it pretty basic. The teams have gone up against each other before. Descent won. And if I had to bet money, I would say Descent's probably gonna win again. It is definitely an interesting game, though. I think it's going to be a lot more close than last season's Grand Finals. If you remember, that was Cars 9 versus I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm pretty sure. In fact, if that's not how you pronounce it, then you're the one pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, in terms of like sympathy, I like Saukot better. Even though they are certainly sandbagging. Like, I have no idea why they're not mid. Well, I do. I've asked them, and they were like, oh, they're having like motivation issues, people don't care that much, and last season I had some roster changes, only winning 2 out of 5 games in mid, although honestly 2 out of 5, that's not so bad, is it? But yeah, they somehow talked the admins into letting them into open, and what a surprise, they're completely butt-fucking it. But the reason I like them better than Descent anyway is because they're nice people. And that's not a stab at Descent, that's a compliment to Saukot. Like, I got a little bit salty in our game against them because, and I stand to this statement, they are the best team I've ever played myself. Like, I'm sure you'll find a better team like Prem or whatever, but they're the best team I've played myself. Like, you go anywhere slightly beyond the like line of scrimmage, and you will have 9 people focus firing you down instantly. Like, I have never seen such focus fire. I have later heard that they just fucking went Super Saiyan against us and that they're a bit more average, usually. But even then, we got a bit salty saying, oh yeah, fucking obviously open you sandbaggers. And they're sandbags, let's not pretend. But they still stayed really nice, like, no, I don't remember what they said, but I distinctly remember them being like quite pacifist about it and nice people. Well, the main thing that I associate with Descent is Mr. Bliss fucking throwing an absolute fit at not being allowed as a merc in pre-season. Yeah, that's what I associate with Descent, so they are a lot less sympathetic. But that means that they're sympathetic to me, right? But whatever, we're watching Kun and I getting some sweet headshots. First point just got capped. 8 minutes left, that's plenty of time. Let's see if Red can put up a decent hill hold here. Got people on the side, making absolutely sure they're in cover. As the Sand Sniper gets that heavy pick. Cards moving through the tunnel. They have a lot of people just waiting here at Snow, being really afraid of that sniper, waiting for Thunder to get that pick. He gets all the big buffs that he needs. The more time he takes, the more time is ticking off the clock before his team can really gain this all-important ground. Kunonai is on Cloak and Dagger, I assume. Going for the next stab. Soldier saw him, trick stab, and he gets out alive. Not bad, not bad. Not exactly what he wanted. Like you could see, he was going for the medic there. Moba strafing out of here, not wanting the humiliating cliff death. Sentry gets called back. They're gonna have the platform sentry now. He gets pressured by the spy actually, but Mr. Bliss is there in time to save it. Blue Uber got popped off there. Not much that they did with it as far as I can tell, except I think they actually did a lot of it. I'm just being a retard because I'm looking on the left side of the screen and the red medic's dead, and I would assume that that's roughly how that happened. So Blue has this really nice ground now, red only just spawning, which is 30% Uber advantage for Blue, as well as still a few numbers. Look at those 23 seconds respawn time for the Sense Heavy. Is it? Yeah, that's placed here. Yeah. Bleeding players here. They got a few more spawns up there, which puts them in a bit of an awkward spot, except not really. Looks like the demo's doing a good job not letting the blue team in. But if they waste too much time in here, then the Saukot are gonna come to the other side. If they get that idea, which they might not, they still are just trying to knock on the front door, refusing to go around. The entry went around, so you can put that dispenser there, but I think that's a bit of a shitty reason when you have a team to bully. Bit more fast person, please. Face pacing. Right. Got another Uber exchange here. Not a lot of players dying on either side. And this is not the kind of spot where you want to stand with the crew. I think I remember correctly that you can do that without the crew, that jump he just did. But alright, he's got his position. He's watching bridge, he's watching for spies. And it's going to be an early warning post to anyone trying to push through there. That is, if he doesn't turn his back to the enemy this whole time. He really wants to get that spy. And this pyro does it for him. They see the heavy eating. They get him in time? Can't quite tell. Oh wait, I just gotta look at the left side. Whoops, they did not. Alright. Descent losing players. And they're still only about half the time up for the whole map. As NG and Scout are moving this card up the all-important hills on third. Well, the little slopes, you know, where the card can roll back. Sentry goes down. Descent has pretty much all the way backed out already. It's going to be 4 minutes to push last. Compare that to the 2.5 minutes Descent had in the first half. And they succeeded in that. Just barely, but they succeeded. This Blue has lost a lot of players here, but they got the forward spawns, the fast spawn times. And I think it's not too much damage taken there. Robber spins up second, has to die for it. Juho is finding some good damage on that heavy. But it's not much more than bullying, considering how many red people are actually up there, not letting anyone get through IT. And as I say that, they completely leave it, going to the back stairs. Juho in an awkward spot, where Mr. Bliss might reflect his rockets. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what he... No, that's not exactly what he did. That was a pill reflect. Look at the kill feed. But Fundo has this angle now. Come on, let us see some headshot. Come on, something. Doesn't have to be met. Demo picks enough. There it is. That's one. They have numbers with equal Ubers moving through basement here. Looks like this is going to be the Uber exchange. Demo heavy medic versus the Pyro Uber trying to deny with the good old right clicks. There's so many dead red players. Some of them spawn just now. Some are going to take even longer. And Saukot has successfully gotten this high ground now. With 3 minutes to go, almost. Aga, don't die to the pan! He dies to the pan! But 3 red players alive. I think they might be able to push this card in. Gotta jump in now. It's not enough. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. That was a lot more clear than the last one. I think that really was entirely due to, I'm gonna call him Blaze TF. Entirely due to Descent choking up on that last push when they were offense. Looks like we're in a pause. Let's admire some bots. 4 out of 10. Not mid-air. All the meds are floating. Alright, anyway, let's all tab out, see what's going on. Right. What I was talking about with rosters, because I think these teams have 2 very different approaches to building a team. You know, let's look at Saukot. Saukot have existed for an absurdly long time. Look at it, season 6, they won something, like 2nd place. Season 7, they got 1st place. First game was March 2014. First player on it was 4 years ago. Been also quite a bit, quite the old team. Although that doesn't mean that these are the same players, obviously. Like you would expect there to be a lot of changes over time, at least. As you can see, Finnish people, I think that's part of the reason why their call seems so good. Their focus fire and, you know, their reaction time. Because they all share that native language. Maybe that makes calls a little bit more comfortable. Is my theory, I don't actually know. And then the other thing is what they've actually changed since last season. Pretty much just gotta look at the 2017 border. Wait. I'm pretty sure this didn't used to say 2 months ago. This used to have an exact date. Where do I see that? God damn it. Wait, actually we can just... It's May. So anything that was more than 5 months ago was last season. So this was last season. They've lost 2 players. Well, no. They've lost a player, regained him. That's Aganim, the medic. Then they've lost this player and gained 2 more. That is apparently the roster changes that got them out of mid and into open. I kind of disagree with that, but so be it. And this is Descent. Let's look at what Descent has changed in the past 5 months. Little bit more. Little bit more. If you look at this. Like, to the point, Descent have also actually existed for a decent amount of time. Like, I distinctly remember their UGC roster just being not empty, but constantly inactive. Just they existed as a team. They were listed for steal, but they never readied up, I believe. That's what it was. And it looks like... And yeah, and we have also screamed them the occasional time. And they were always worse than us. Not by much, but worse noticeably. Oh, we got sounds. And, yeah, now they've made these gigantic roster changes, and suddenly they are unbeaten in open. So, I am fairly certain those new players are to blame. And I would be naming some names if there weren't so many that it was impossible to memorize. So yeah, this is essentially a different team to the Descent that I'm used to. But that kind of only means that they have a irritating name. And not that they're worse or immoral or whatever. And a lot of people have called both of these teams sandbaggers. I think you'd probably have to go back quite some time if you want to find an open grand final that is not sandbagger versus sandbagger. That's just a fact. But to be honest, I'm not too... oh, we don't have the left bar working. Yeah, I'm not too upset about it. Like, I've reached a point where I'm just like... if you're not top of the world, the fact that you're winning anything is kind of... not irrelevant, but arbitrary. Like, imagine skill as this one-dimensional line, this little pillar that goes up, and at the top is Prem, at the bottom is Iron, or whatever. And then you just make lines randomly, to have roughly equal chunks, and you make them you say that those are the divisions, and that the top one of each division, the team that's right under each of the lines that you've made, wins something. That they get an award on their page, and that if you're above them in the tier above, but low in that tier, then you don't. Now that's pretty fucking arbitrary and kind of. I mean, it's not luck based. It's not that all the teams just exist in this homeostasis and that tiers are just assigned and then some team wins. It's not that, like, you know, the divisions have existed for some time. You know the skill level of the divisions, and you can make predictions who's going to win. And you're not going to win on pure luck. But it's, you know, I have no idea how to. That was a really shitty explanation. I don't really know how to put it into words, but I think the only way to really discourage sandbagging is not rule sets. It's not, I don't know, only giving participation medals and no placements. I think the only way to stop people from sandbagging is to just create an environment where people are like, where people respect a low mid player more than a top open player. Where being last place in mid is better than being first place in open. That's the only way you can get those borderline teams to play mid. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on the issue. I might be stupid. Is that crits? Why? Okay, I can see what they were going for. They were going for the 195 damage here on the medic, trying to drop him with the crit fists, which he can run into because he's got heals, overheals, and damage resistance. But it's still fucking so gimmicky. Why would you do it in grand finals? This is the deciding half of Upward now. We got a Saukot on red. And it was Descent trying that gimmicky stuff. And they've wasted a full minute with it so far. Let's see what the next real push is gonna be, but wait, there was. Oh shit, it wasn't crits. I'm sorry, my bad. That was the Buffalo Stick sandwich. My bad. Because I was just really confused why blue still had their Uber. That's the reason. Here comes the exchange. Red losing all the players. And gotta just fucking run now. You're pretty much the only guys alive. Let's see what the spy goes for all by himself. He is watching, presumably calling. I don't know if there's any stab he can actually go for. It's not, I mean, people watching that medic's back. If you really want to go for it, well, no, it's too late. And then he bumps the soldier. Oh, poor guy. But alright, looks like Descent is gonna get the hill of that. Straight up. As Noise is going for leveled sentries on offense again. Looks like Descent is quite gimmick friendly. And Red again, just absurdly low on players. No flank, no sniper, no pyro. That's way too uncomfortable to hold second with. They gotta get out, even though the card is like only just leaving the tunnel. Why are you eating? You got the medic, you got full attention. Come on. Let's free cam it again. Did the scout bump him or did he just jump clean over? Here's the zap. That's gonna get removed in time, alright. Nothing too special. Blue gets the Uber in. Red is ready. Someone looking for a scrim and 6 is open has added me. My name says live now. It's his fault if he... Oh, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Like, oh no, everyone's going to see that I sent a friend request. So embarrassing. But yeah, Uber's roughly equal, but Red bleeding their flank again, bleeding their pyro again. This is not how you win the first map of Grand Finals. Although, we have Descent fuck this, have seen Descent fuck this up before. I believe they were even faster on the first 2 points when they ended up having that almost 10-minute round. And in case you just saw that, Blue Angie was... Open Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen! That's, yeah. That's what they look like. Right, Blue's getting inside here by now. Smoba's mowing them down, have to use. Medic's on very low health. He's getting sticked out of here. I'm not sure how he's gonna get out of here alive. Still low health. Nobody's chasing. Nobody's chasing. Ah, they didn't call that. Red did not call that well enough. They did back out. They're giving this third point now. How many minutes is that? Watching first person. Chap IT, standard stuff. That's 4 minutes 11 seconds for third. It's rather fast. But we've seen it. Lasts can turn the tides of everything. Sniper's hitting shots. Bondo. 2 headshots so far. On both of the blue flank members, I believe. As the combo's trying to move up these stairs. Taking a lot of damage from these sticks. They can't quite get through. Blue will have the Uber any second. Oh, Med went down! That was like 99% or something. Oh, that's gotta hurt. But Red bled a lot of players in that. They have the Uber now, but they're in a very, very awkward spot. Is it just M1 Medic? I think it's just M1 Medic. Get forced here as soon as he gets uncomfortable. Try to play it safe. Card's moving forward. But he wants to stay up here. There's nobody here if he isn't. Spy goes down. Trades for the demo. Well, in a way at least. When none of these medics ever comfortable. Look at this. Is it Argoneme? No, that's blue team. T. Borden's health. I don't like that name. It's clearly not his actual name. Like his ATF phone. And I'm not gonna memorize all their fucking real names when all I'm giving is me stupid shit. That's another reason I like Saukot better. Right, looks like the card's gone in. So sorry for my fucking trailing off right when the round ends. But alright, 5:52. 5:52. That is slower than we had in the first half, I believe. Yeah, that was like 7 minutes too, I think. And then the other one was a second faster. Alright, yeah, so that implies this was the fastest time we've seen yet. Wait, wasn't it 6 minutes something? Yes, it was 6 minutes something. Either way, I'm pretty sure this is the fastest time we've seen so far. You're not running Power Jack. You're running Power Jack. What the fuck are you doing? What was that? Anyway, we got 30 seconds. I'll take a quick look at chat, just in case there's anything interesting in there. I don't trust you to say anything interesting. I fucking hate my audience. You all suck. Wow. Oh wow, that's actually... Whoa, that's a lot. I'm sandbagging. Good to know. Too much. I need mods so you can get kicked. Yeah, whatever. 2 seconds till it starts. Let's watch this sniper. Oh, I like this spot. Going for the nobody pick. It was a bit of a waste of a charge shot. Each sniper knows where the other one is, like you saw the traces just now. It looks like we're gonna get another pause, hopefully not fucking up my HUD too much. You can already see the timer at the top is still ticking down. That's a bug. That's not actually gonna affect the game timer to them. But yeah, let's try to look around and see what's going on. They have one hell of a card division. Scout and Soldier around it. NG doing gymnastics with Soldier. Fist is still heavy to not get headshot. That's a bit of a waste when there's already enough people on the card. Pyro over here spamming Scorch Shot into the Spy. Then on Descent there's Mr. Bliss spy checking his own medic who's healing him. Sniper all the way on the side. If he gets caught out by something like a scout here, that could get dangerous. But he does have his own scout watching vigilantly over him with his Mad Milk. Then we got the gun spy. Standard shit. Then we got the other gun spy. I think he might not have been spotted yet, depending on how much attention Kunonai is going to pay. Nobody's dead right now. Both of the Ubers are up, but if you look at the buffs on the left side, red has notably better health than blue, where only the demo at 10 health over and the sniper at 10 health over have any form of buff. Also quite interesting that the HUD gives me 1 more HP than the mouse over. But yeah, let's hope this pause is not too long, because I'm just trying to fill the silence talking about... Oh, yeah, thank you very much, thank you very much. And we got the sliding aroundiness and no updating left side. The real question is, do I remember what the command was to update? TV transmit all was the thing to not have auto director. What is this? Alright, I'll admit this makes the game a little bit funnier. I guess deciding to just stay in spawn for now. Can he keep his heavy alive? Yes, he can. And he's starting to move out now. You can see through the wall. Still quite a bit of red health bars going on over there. As both Ubers get popped off. Demo getting trapped, but looks like the medic's gonna get out alive. Looks like that's going to be a successful push for Saukot. 4 minutes left. Oh no, that also didn't update. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it, I don't remember. What was it? TV... HUD... It was HUD underscore something. Let's see if it gives me an option if I just start typing HUD. But for now I want to see how this situation ends, because if red stays this passive, then this is going to be a free second cap for Saukot. That's going to be very fast. Alright, fuck it, I'm going to find out as the blue combo is starting to move with the fuel. I remembered by typing it. I started typing HUD and then my fingers just naturally went to reload scheme. Muscle memory is better than actual memory, confirmed. Alright, Sentry gets moved in the very last seconds. Blue Uber is gotten popped off up here on slope. And Red's putting a heavy Uber. And oh, they're going really deep. The Pyro in here. Why does Moba keep eating sandwiches? Ah! You have a medic to heal you. Give it to others. The numbers are equal. This is a 25% Uber advantage for the Cent. It's quite awkward to move this card up. Let's see if the demo's gonna start paying attention. Thank you, Rattle, I just did it. Yeah, looks like this is not gonna work out, but it's a little slow for the card. Blue is missing their flank, but they have very short spawn times, so they're not going to be missed for too long. I don't like your camera work, Mr. Aganim. Is it him? Yes, Arga. The red has the Uber. It's gonna take 10 more seconds for Saukot to get theirs. And this is one hell of an aggressive hold. Like you see the difference to what Saukot was doing when they were holding third. Ubers are getting exchanged. Mr. Bliss getting this demo kill, hopefully. Yes, there it is. And getting himself onto the card, has to die. It was a bit of a 1v3, as most of red is dead now. Maybe they were holding too aggressively after all. To be honest, I think Saukot has been doing really well in the Uber exchanges. Like you saw that on first as well. It didn't look like much of an advantage, but they almost got a wipe out of that. Same thing happened just now. And by just now, I don't mean the soldier dropping into the fucking abyss. I mean the Uber exchange, of course. That hit. I heard an ooh, so I would assume that hit, but it was not a kill. Alright, they're going for the upper sentry spot. I swear to God, I've only been seeing that very recently. Like, I saw that for the first time maybe a month ago or so, and now everyone's doing it. Maybe the meta is still changing. Or maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Alright, both teams missing a lot of players, but the Uber advantage is heavily in favor of Descent right now. 90% only just when Arga is spawning. They have upper. We did see the blue tracer just now. So there's a medic, there's a sniper watching, and they know it, which severely restricts T-Burden's movement. But that's not so bad if nobody else is pressuring him. Ooh, that was a nice shot. The cart's closing in already. Well, not really. It just looks like it on the bottom bar. I think they're not going to have that much trouble defending it. We're seeing more leveled, well, not leveled yet, but a level 1 sentry in main once more. And she's not paying enough attention down to that soldier. Alright, I think he was mostly just doing that to get the card to a spot that's less comfortable for Descent. Maybe forcing someone to stand right next to it, such as Blaze, what he's doing right now. They are missing players, they are uncomfortable on health. I say comfortable and uncomfortable a lot. Did the medic just suicide onto the card? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Blue's feeding for... Oh, that's right. The timer. I forgot about the timer. Right, that's Team Descent. Winning. I was gonna say deservedly, but now that I really think about it, the first one was 2 seconds. That could have gone either way. The second one was really clear for Saukot. And now this one was, well, let's say somewhat close. So I don't really know if this is fully deserved. I mean, either way, they won 2 halves. If they were garbage, this would have never happened. But, yeah, we shall be moving on to CP Steel, as I actually take a look at those way too many chat messages. Oh, jeez. Yes, we played Saukot in on Upward, actually, right here, and that was the time that I was talking about. Actually, you might not have been on the stream back then. Like, on Upward, at least, that game, that was the hardest team I've ever played. In an offie, in a scrim, in anything. Like, they are better than most mid teams that I've encountered so far. Like, that against us they were. Again, I've heard that they just fucking went crazy, and they're not usually that amazing. But, still, fucking... Oh. It was also the first game of the season, so we were like, what the fuck are they doing in Open? Which has mellowed down a little bit. Like, I do think Descent is a serious challenge for them, but you could argue that either way. You could either argue that that's why it's okay that Saukot is in Open, or you could argue that it's just as non-okay for Descent to be in Open. Yeah. And Descent we have not played this season, but we did play them in pre-season, or the Experimental Cup, or something like that. Scope removal. Oh, is that when you, like, zoom in with the sniper, and instead of that little circle, you get the whole thing? That sounds like something that could be banned, considering that POV hacks are also banned. It wasn't always like that. Compiler used to be quality, now it's just about who gets less tilted. We would not be as successful as we are if it was about that. At least I wouldn't. But what did MHack say? I do want to say... Oh, it was here. Comp happened, pretty much. Okay. No, I think Upward has actually been a fast map for quite some time. I think it's the fastest payload map that I can think of. Let's watch some first-person warm-up. Like... On the high levels too, you'll see a lot of like 5-minute games. Well, 5-minute attack rounds. And I'm quite happy to start seeing these around the level that we play at now. It's more fun than all the slow maps. As opposed to something like, you know, Bad Water, where even at the top level it takes, I don't know, longer. I don't want to say out there, I don't want to go out there saying numbers because I'm going to be wrong. But I'm pretty sure Bad Water takes longer at any level than Upward does. It's just a lot more defensive-sided, you know? Ah, looks like I have a bit more time to chat. Does he also do CSGO commentating? What? I do not know very much about... What? Oh, maybe you're talking about someone else. Alright. Ooh, viewers. How many? 7 right now. What was the peak? 10. Alright. I forgot what I got last time. But I'd say it was roughly in that range. Also, sorry if I'm just scrolling through the chat saying nothing special. I think that's still better than me not knowing what you're talking about. So, I mean, there's not that many ways to make this little bit of warm-up between the maps interesting anyway. I guess we could, you know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's talk about these teams. Look at this. I was talking about this earlier. I have no idea what this is. 7 months for some reason. I'm going to go into a little bit of slightly faster commentating because there's not a lot of time in pre-game, as everybody knows. Pre-game is always over very fast because there's very few games that ever start late. This is obviously sarcasm. Fucking literally everything starts late. Look, Blestiap was there from the very beginning. He's the heavy now. I'm pretty sure he used to be the spy. In fact, that back when we were playing pre-season, he was still the spy, and I distinctly remember his very unique timing. Like, he always goes for the stab exactly when we're pushing, like when he's defense, you know. Trying to get the drop half a second before the medic would have rebooted anyway. Which, I mean, he specializes in it, so he's actually not that bad at it. But at some point, it just becomes really predictable that that's exactly when he wants to stab. And also, I'd argue that was still at the time where they were a team of roughly our skill level. We did lose that game, I remember that, but I think that was mistakes on our part, not them being great. Since then, though, they've heavily improved. I think Mr. Bliss over here, he's a relatively new member and a leader anyway. I think, considering that they started winning so much around the time he joined, and the fact that he's a leader, I think he might have had a big impact on that. I have seen ETF2L forum posts of people complaining about Descent being in Open as well. I think they have 2 gold players and a silver player when you look at UGC or something. And then that fucking derailed into a UGC as a joke discussion. And, you know, all the terrible things that happen in forums. Complete bullshit. But yeah. Just to back up my statement of both of these teams have been called sandbaggers. That's right, we did see a pan met pick in the grand final. So put that off your... check that off your checklist. Alright, now I'm fairly certain they're going to be doing Steel the same way they did Upward. That is best of 3 halves, but luckily Steel is also a relatively fast map when played right. Oh, there's this, yeah, they have the DM plugin on, and you fucking spawn inside the fucking ceiling over here sometimes. And you can't move. But, yeah, I forgot what else I was gonna say. Both of these teams have been called sandbaggers. It's gonna be the same as Upward, it's still gonna be fast. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, Descent 1 Upward, which means that if Descent wins Steel, then we will not be seeing a 3rd map. If Saukot wins, wins. Oh, that was fucking German English in the most wonderful way. Yeah, if Saukot wins, then we will go into the 3rd map, which is Product. Now, if you know my casts, I don't really like casting Product. I think it's not very exciting to watch compared to Steel or Upward or mostly anything, including other Koth maps. But alright, so be it. Alright, Dorm is pretty good with the pan, apparently. Oh, I heard a ready sound. I heard another. Okay, we're starting. And they are ready again. Wonderful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission
Come on.
begins.
Okay, for real this time, we have Saukot on blue, unless we pull a switch teams right now. No, we would be hearing a countdown if that was the case. I'm seeing a 0-second setup time. That can't be right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see what their setup is. They're going for the very common sticky trap on A. I don't think a grand final team is going to be surprised by that anymore. They're going with the Ledger Sentry, as we call it, and a teleporter onto this little shed sort of place. And they're putting heavy up here as well. Ooh. Interesting. But the sniper going for... Ooh. That's also creative. Problem is he has to cross, like the one I'm used to would be up here. It's easier to get out of, and it's a bit of high ground. The downside is that you only get a tiny little slit to look through. Right, I would assume this spy is coming out cloaked. Yes. Looking at what there is. While on A, there's just a free cap going on. As a soldier, doing a little bit of contesting over here. Scouts already behind the A gate, if you saw that through the wall. Yeah, over here. This is where the flank is going to be fighting. Let's actually keep watching for now, because I don't think any action is going to happen on B just yet. I'd like to see what the secondary is. Always running black box with the gunboats, that's interesting. And just spamming them out here. It actually looks like the combo is trying to get through it. You see the heavy, you see the pyro. I do wonder if that's just to help the flank fight, or if they actually want to gain this ground. Yeah, it looks like it. Heavy seems to be moving through. Huh. This soldier keeps getting health from his black box. Actually gets out alive so far. But he did have to give up that place. We call it White Room. So let's start taking a look what's happening on B. They got a spy taking out the sentry by himself. Have a sniper up here in connector, not letting the blue team get through to him. Ah, for fuck's sake! Not letting the blue team get through. They drop down over here. I always consider that a very bad play, but so be it. They were able to use very late. Red not being aggressive enough on B. Maybe it wasn't called early enough. But Red can pop a lot later. Which means that while this is running out, they can try to do some damage. However, they got completely denied by randomize over here. There's going to be a B cap pretty easily. There's also someone on E, just sort of contesting it, I would assume. Juhu getting the med pick. Not good enough on the reflex over there. Thunder finding a bit of a scout kill. As Red is respawning now. Now spawns are about to be moved to the place between A and B. From the place between A and B to the place by E and D. The big question is, what is Saukot's plan? Are they going to do an ABE? Are they going to be doing an ABCE? Are they going to be doing ABCDE? The more points you cap, the easier it is to cap last. But the more points you cap, the more time you waste. And they are controlling this. He's sticking up the spawn door, but they only have one person on the point. That's going to take some time. Kills the spy with that. As Red is mostly sitting between E and D, giving C for free. They have ×3 on now while spawn camping, so that should be extremely safe. There we go, that's 2 minutes 50 so far. Not much you can say about that. Steel really is all about the last cap. Oh, soldier got behind the medic there. They used, I think that's a bit too early. MOBA fails to jump. They are not chasing this red team into White Room. He's finding a bit of a lonely sniper who goes down, then gets backstabbed. As there's a lot of fighting for D, but blue almost wiping on it. Red is going to keep control over it for a little bit longer, and they did not even have to use their Uber. That's a bit of a bad sign. So we have to wait for a force, for a drop, of 40 seconds for blue to build the next Uber before they can attempt a really serious push. Because you can play around D and still get to E in time if they go for that. But on the other hand, the only thing that D does is it raises railings around these bridges and closes this door. Would be Red's fastest way from spawn to the point. There's the Red Uber, popped aggressively when they have few players. Actually, I might have been 4-7, I'm not sure. And Blue's getting so deep, all the way over to A, doing damage, but it's not going to be turned into kills, I believe, except for that NG. They're actually controlling this as Blue's Uber gets popped off. Demo has to die, as he does. Med is backing out, still full health. But a lot of Red is dead. You have to turn this into a capture. It's a major advantage. Heavy spawned, the rest is still going to take 10 seconds. They decided to go for D to get even better chances for last. It's a brass beast. 20 health goes down. That means Red losing even more players. Have ×2. Oh, they're going to use the door in the last seconds. That's still open. Med's still in there. That means he got teleported back. Not sure if you saw it through the wall. Like, he got teleported back to spawn. He has a bit of a longer way to go now. And it's ×3 on the point that's already halfway capped. I predict about 20 seconds to do that. Scout's trying to jump on it. Let's free cam it. They're milked. I'm not sure if Red has anything that they can do to stop this. A lonely medic running into the sentry. There's nothing he can do. That's 5 minutes, 10 seconds. They did go the long way around. A, B, C, D, E. Capping everything one at a time. And they did fail a push on D. But at the end of the day, for those standards, that's still a pretty darn fast time. So let's see what time Descent can show. Sentry B stands there. Oh, we got a crit strap. Where exactly is that going? Under the wall. That sounds like something where you might even stay to watch it. Yes, no, maybe. That's a no. Why are you unvaccinated? Oh, seriously, what? Okay, he switched. Okay, yeah. I assume he just knows he has more than 20... Well, less than 20 seconds time that he needs to build a full Uber. So he can just fuck around until then. Yeah, looks like our demo over here... What's his name? Saukot? Yes, Saukot. Saukot is actually gonna watch this crit sticky trap. He has the medic and the heavy with him. That's quite interesting. But they're holding right by spawn, so it's very easy to back out if he wants to. So it comes in. Pyro just went around the long way. Doesn't see that stick. Alright. He was kind of just a right click away from that kill, but he did not know. As the combo's rotating over, you saw the sniper dart. As the spy's going for the sentry sap. Fails though. Free cam time. Blue is not very grouped up right now. They got the flank all the way over by White Room. And the combo is slowly starting to group up here. They got some very important heavy and sniper picks. And Pyro, a lot of red team dying. Why aren't they using? Why aren't they using? There it is. That's way too late. That's way too late. Blue still holding on to theirs. There it is. You just gotta run with that. Just keep your med alive. You are not doing anything with this Uber. That was much too late.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
Right, and having the first place on C, that's a pain train. You can see ×2M is only a soldier. That's a pain train soldier right there. As they still have this spawn for a few more seconds until B is finished capping. Why is it ×1 with a spy on it? Why is he disguised? What the fuck? Maybe he wants it to be slow on purpose, so they switch spawns later. But it looks like they aren't committing to this E-hold after all, so I'm not sure why that was worth his time. So at the end of the day, you do want to be fast. Moving their spawns is a good thing for you when you're blue. Mr. Bliss being extremely aggressive again. Has to die for it, but he did get an assist on the enemy scout. Free C cap, just like we saw before. There are teams that hold C, even serious good teams. But most of the ones that I've been playing, most of the good ones that I've been playing, do it just like what we're seeing right here. Just giving C for free. Is that a buffalo steak again? I think that's the buffalo steak again. Let's see if I can find the camera fast enough. Let's see what he's doing. Oh! He actually got the force onto the medic! Not sure if he would have killed him, but he certainly scared him into using right there. He dies for it. He's trading you a heavy for the enemy Uber. It's a rare occasion. And that's a decap. But the Mets at 2 health! Oh, I saw it on the left side. Blue Met went down. That's a small Uber advantage for red. But Blue does have extremely fast spawns right now. And the decap is getting finished up. And they have a level 2 sentry inside connector watching over the point. So jumping it right now is really, really difficult for the red team. Let's see what kind of hold they can establish. They gotta get over here on this side. But there's a Pyro there. Low on health. He dies. Oh, sorry, there's a red Pyro. Let's see what he can do. Waiting for anyone to move past. In order to then uncloak and stab. They need more players on the point. ×1 is gonna take a fucking minute. Heavy goes down. Spy not quite dying to fall damage. Heavy coming around. Gets the medic, gets the demo. I think this might be a cap. Almost 2 minutes left. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. First half to Descent. It's taunting already. There's only one red player up. Coming over, connector. You can air blast the ball to the death. No. Alright, that's 1.5 minutes left. First half goes to Descent. So let's assume there's gonna be another one. I don't know it. I'm keeping an eye on the chat right now. They haven't said anything about it. Mobile wants to see the leaks. Not sure he's gonna get a lot of that. I don't see people celebrating. I don't see people trash talking. So I would assume there's another one. Well, yeah, obviously. They're mid next season, but right. If you're okay with me turning this into a little rant, let's take a look. Fuck! No, I heard a countdown. Alright, the game is not okay with me turning this into a little rant. Maybe we can do it after the someone timed out. Heavy timed out.
1. Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah, maybe I can rant after the game. But let's hope they don't need a pause to get this heavy back in. Although it would have paused 1.5 minutes ago, so I would assume they don't. We got Saukot on red, got Descent on blue. And if Descent wins this half, they can get a good offense time now. That can make them the open champions. Heavy is still not arrived.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Thanks, Doc.
Going for the back sentry. It's a wrangle spot. Which means that picking the NG seriously nerfs that position.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Heavy got back just in time. Not enough time for a buff though. But for now it should not matter. They do have the crits up. They do have the crit trap. They have the demo watching it, but he gets nothing with it. Right, free A cap, as often seen. Only player red loss was the scout. Mr. Bliss is at extremely low health here, but Joe does not feel comfortable. Well, feel. Fuck it, I'm using the word comfortable again. I said this is the comfortable stream. Stream. So I'm just gonna keep fucking saying it. Comfortable. Ooh, that was a quick shot. Both mats have their Ubers. Let's go. Free cam. Nice Descent sniper. Might be burning to death. Oh, Ubers got exchanged while I was looking at burning snipers. Looks like red might be winning that. Blue set still at the low ground, but they are getting those kills slowly but surely. Randomized suicides in, hoping for the med pick. Did not work out. And Saukot is already on the back foot. They could have held this longer, I'm pretty sure. They had played it safe. Alright, they're backing out now. No way to go back. Oh, there is, but that would be pretty stupid. They lost their medic. I unfortunately did not see, as Blue's counterpart is moving through connector already, 60%. Looks like they also want to do the full ABCDE. Surprised there's not that many teams that like to, you know, just take shortcuts. Like, do you really think you need D cap last? Oh, he's going for the pan kill. Oh, he's not. That's a pity. That would have been really cool. Dorm, you know what? Dorm is good with the pan. But I don't think he's so good that this behavior is justified. Oh, Bliss trying to finish up. Dread has lost so many players. I don't know why they're still contesting C. They've lost half the team. Blue popped a bit too late. Can only kind of block it. He's got nobody there with him. Anybody come to rescue him? Is he getting called out that he's here by himself? They need this medpick. He finds his own sniper. And a medpack. Alright, so I guess he got out alive. That's times 4. Red just got their Uber. A lot of people alive on both sides. Probably going to go for this med stuff. Why is he going? What are you doing? You're blue, right? Yeah. Ah, this is looking a bit indecisive. I think Descent could have like committed to either the C push where they only had the medic, or they could have committed to the last push just now. But this wibbly wobbly back and forth, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, he got him the point, but I think they could have gotten it faster. Ooh. Charge body shot, just when the other sniper was trying to get out of the way. Points getting contested again. I don't think there's a sentry. Should probably get a sentry. And they're moving around here. Mobile coming from the back. Well, in a way. But they're holding inside White Room. I don't know how well that's gonna work. But they used their Uber. So did Blue. Both points halfway capped. And I don't see much contesting going on last. That's a spy. Good. Spy still alive. Good. Spy's dead. Good. And then you kill that scout. Alright, MOBA. That worked out for you. But the rest of your team wiped. You have the long way out of spawn. And there's times 3 on the point, which is like 2/3 of the way through. Don't fall, Dawn. Oh, cleaning up the point a bit, but it's not going to be enough. Might have gotten him like 1 extra second. That's all that's going to be. 4 minutes 44. I think that's actually a bit slower than the sense time was last half, but it still is faster than that of Saukot, so they're going to have to improve on themselves. So let's see if they can do that. The potentially last attack round, I guess, of the season of Open. Have any other Grand Finals not been played yet? I know that Prem has already happened. I'm not sure about the others. I don't know if this is the last match of the season, but it's certainly the last match of Open, obviously.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Ooh, interesting sniper spot. Let's watch from his perspective. But it's not going to be... Ooh, ooh. Ooh, if this works.
2, 1.
Do you see him? Come on, cross.
Alert.
I'm kind of invested in... I want to see this shot happen. I can't look at A. I gotta see this shot. Come on, Fondo, cross. Ooh. Oh, did he know? Did he know he was there? That's impressive. I don't think... Did not expect him to know. Alright, looks like Saukot is interested in getting through the A gate again, or maybe not, or no, I guess not. They're going for the drop down. In a perfectly equal situation. Don't have anyone far forward enough. They have to use really early. Sentry goes down though. Engie goes down. They got all the buildings. Where's the rest of the team? Why are they not defending B? Did they get called over to last? Red Uber got popped off. Moba's gonna die to that. Aggressive Bliss as always. And looks like Blue did not have a lot of others on there. Oh. I think B is not being contested by these teams when they're defending nearly enough. Like, at all. B's opponent you can seriously hold. And they're not. They're just giving it. They're so passive. Not paying much attention to it. It's getting called late too. And when gonna start moving past now. We saw the spy behind. Let's see what he can do. Got the pyro. And gonna die to the heavy. That's not worth it if you're a defense spy, I think. On steel, more than anywhere else, the spawn time difference is pretty extreme. Watch this, says the red heavy. I hope I'm not too... Oh shit. I'm actually gonna watch this. It's KGB. He wants to streak. Come on. Come on. Make it happen. You told me to watch this, I'm going to watch this. And I will laugh at you if you fail. Oh, he's waiting for people to move past. And they're not moving past. Oh, but these spies getting all the stabs. Okay, I'm gonna start watching now, I'm bored. I break my promises pretty fast, I know. Oh, Saukot getting the sentry zap. NG and Scout finishing up on that. That was a very nice organized play. NG is going to fall into the pit. Churro doing quite well. Keeping himself alive and doing maximum damage. Has created somewhat of a numbers advantage for his team by now. But red has the Uber. While blue is still going to take a bit longer. Can't do much against the wrangled sentry. But the spy might be able to. Looks really low. You saw the fire. Oh, the engine went down. Easy zap. Easy zap. Oh, not even necessary. Just spams enough. He's gonna gun down the sniper. First people are moving onto the point. They have 1 minute 20 seconds. Red used their Uber earlier in White Room. But blue medic died. For fuck's sake. Come on. Give me... Ah! Give me this. Halfway through. 1 minute to go. NG died on there. It's a level 3 sentry. Watching most of this. But it's damaged and there's not going to be any more to repair it. 3 red players alive. 1 minute. Can Saukot drag it into the third half again? I think they can. That's 50 seconds. 2 red players alive. And it's going to take quite a bit until they spawn. Heavy Med and Scout spawned just now. But Heavy and Demo are camping here. Alright, that's 40 seconds. Notably better. We're going into a third half of CP Steel. If Descent wins, they win open. If Saukot wins, we get to see some product. Why is your mouse so twitchy? What are these demos? Alright. We don't have enough time to talk about this season and luck in Highlander. No, you know what? In order to not break the mood before the most important half of the game, I will not be spreading my salt just yet. But I will be taking a look at the chat just in case there's something that needs clarifying or whatever. What did I care about? Oh, that's what he said earlier. Oh shit. Wolfie's stream is better. I would like to see Wolfie's stream. Is it gonna be archived? No, seriously, I would like to see that if someone wants to link it to me when it's like uploaded. Well, yes. You know what? I kind of agree. The Descent that I've played against in preseason still deserve to be an open. And to be honest, if they win this grand final, I'm not really going to be mad. Like, they were an open team, and now they won. And in between, they got a couple of new players. And obviously, those players are responsible for it. Obviously, those players are good. But sandbagging, that would be if your team is like legitimately ready for mid already before the season starts. And going for the lower one just to get easy wins. And I don't think that was the case. I think, I mean, they were open before. I think they would have had a tough time convincing admins to go mid if they wanted to. So I'm sure it's not enjoyable because they were noticeably better than a lot of these low to center. Taka died. Taka dropped for some reason. I would assume it was the sniper since he was doing the ladder spot. Didn't see though. Yeah, a lot of these little low open teams, low to center open. I would like to say center open this season was much weaker than it usually was. So they kind of got rolled by Descent. But in this grand final, they're having good games. And I'm happy about that because it's the only game that I'm casting. Alright, they're rolling through here. Killing the red flank, already getting onto the point. So, oh! Caller, what are you doing? What was that? He was so scared by the sniper that he'd rather die by his own hands. Or feet. And we get a pause! Why do we get a pause when it's so tense? But alright, wow, that's kind of in the middle of a confrontation here. So we got the red team. They were holding B, and then E got called. So we're like, alright, let's get over here. Sniper got to see the scout committing suicide, as you saw. Pyro's over here. Now, if anyone wants to get aggressive on him, he can just air blast them. But he can't get aggressive either because the sentry is just, and, you know, sentries just fucking make Pyros sad. And as the demo, we might be able to help with that sentry, but he's going to get shot by this heavy Demo's trap in this spawn door, so that's not an option. Pyro's over here, ready to maybe air blast the occasional thing. He's clearing up some stickies, maybe. You got the score shot aiming at the sticky right there. That could be. Level 3 sentry is already completely finished building, with the NG right next to it. Is he running... This is not a demo. This is not... No, that's not his loadout. Please show me the actual gun. There. Is he running... No, he's not running the rank. Oh, we're gone! That's free cam. But AE. That's one hell of a risky move, if they want to actually commit to it. Alright, they're not gonna. I guess they just sort of left. Hold on, let me reload. Did they die? I am not sure. And it updated the left bar, but it didn't make it fucking work. God damn it. Alright, we got the blue born B. So that's gonna work out for them. Finish the cap at 140 minutes. That's rather good. Red has... There's... No, wait, no. I'm still looking at the left bar. Let's see if I can help. No, why is it breaking in the most important round? Alright. Cola and the spy, ready to move through. Here, did you see that medic? Did you see that medic? Could try to focus him. But he rather wants that sniper pick. He does get it. Together with his spy. Here come the pans. Can I win this? Yes, they can. Demo goes down. Metz by himself. Has to run now. Spawn's not far. Scout can't get there in time. Oh. Alright, Red Medic gets out alive. 87% Uber. Descend at 8 players. In the potentially last round of Grand Finals. Alright, the Heavy came back. Now, the real question is, do you want to use on C? Right, he decides against it, and I kind of started that decision because all they could have done with that was block it for a few more seconds. Like, the blue team was already all over it. Wasn't gonna work. Thanks holding this. He wants another level sentry. It's getting instantly zapped. And shot. And so is he. Well, he's not getting zapped, but he's getting shot. See the blue sniper overlooking E. What can you see? You can see the sentry, that's for sure. There's the first bit of fighting going on. What the fuck are these loadouts? Seriously? What are the loadouts of the heavies today? Buffalo steak in grand finals. My god. But it worked once. Got the force on upward. Wait, was that on upward? I've confused myself now. I think it was. Looks like they're doing a rather serious white room hold. So there one. As the Sand Sniper is trying to peek into connector. That's just a tiny little slot of a door. Slot of a sideline. That he can't do much with. I was gonna die to that. That was too aggressive. I'm just getting set up. Is it level 2? Yeah. He might be doing the trick where he just needs to hit it once to get level 3, but apparently not. Some contest the point. He's getting protected, but he has too little health to survive that one rocket. So that was never gonna happen. Both teams have Uber. I'm waiting for the blue team to make a move. Trying to get through White Room, but Red is holding that really well and really aggressively. So Arga has the choice. Does he use early to get White Room? Or does he call for them to go completely somewhere else? There's a bit of a distraction as the demo gets in, so they can use a bit later. Red counter pops. And blue willingly backs out of there. I don't think that's very good. I think we're wasting time. So they're getting through now. On a pure dry push. Uber's roughly equal after that exchange. Heavy versus heavy, you saw through the wall there. MOBA has won it apparently. I'm quite surprised, maybe it was spun up first. And a lot of players dead on both sides. And blue get the much faster spawns, of course. As Red is getting aggressive in White Room again. That's a medic at the flank. I'm not sure if that's gonna work all that well. Pyro gets in, randomize. Oh, goes down to the rocket. And once more. Oh. This time they're exchanging much faster. There's a butter knife and some shots. Burden has to pop. Just has his pyro with him. There's stickies all over the place. Oh, detonated a bit too early. If he had waited longer, then he could have cut off the way back. There's a brass beast. What the fuck are these loadouts? As blue does have a numbers advantage out of this now. Spy gets sniped. Fuck, brass beast. All these red players are dead. The living ones are in White Room. So they'd have to turn their back on most of the blue team if they want to get around on this corner to block their point. And it's ×4. Sentry getting built. Not fast enough. They're not looking behind themselves. Pyro can kill them all here. Mr. Blizzard's aggression paying off for once. And Koala surviving at so little health. And they swarm it once more with 4 red players alive and full Uber against Koala. What the fuck? What is happening? Alright, this might be the final cap. They have wasted a lot of time though. I can't even really estimate how much time has passed since that C cap. But now we just gotta finish this off. Just come on. The heavy over there, making it a bit awkward, but it's fine. It's 7:28. I think that's the slowest one we've seen yet. At least in this grand final, of course. I've seen like 20-minute rounds on here. But yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be tough to defend for Saukot now. If they fail to hold last for 7.5 minutes here. That means Descent wins open. That means the season is over. Got the good old crit strap that has yet to work even once. Got the good old vaccinated just for the logs. Oh, he's already playing back here. That's a very patient move of you. He's trying to do the thing which is illegal, by the way, and also it's way further to the right.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Like, further to the right you can shoot over. It doesn't really apply shooting out of spawn, but you can shoot into spawn, most notably with stickies. And, they're going straight B. Heavy went straight B. We're gonna see another buffalo steak, or was that the other guy? I think that was the other guy. It's just distracting, what the fuck? What's he doing? Just helping calls? What was that? Oh, but I do see what they're doing. Okay, they're getting ready to push B. Having just a tiny little let's cap division over at A. So that's enough when it's given for free. It makes sense so far. On the spies, he doesn't know a spy's right there. The trap's awkward too. They're kind of trapped in here. The whole point of having your combo by B already is so you can... Ooh, Sniper loses the duel. So you can push out faster. It's not looking that good though. Descent getting bullied out of this push. Missing 3-4 players at a time. They use anyway. As Red counter uses, this is never gonna work. I think they just did it because I didn't want to hold on to the Uber that long.
Alert! The final control point is being contested.
Right, flank sudden contest here, but the combo all the way over. Trying to defend it, which leaves B a bit less defended, but the demo on it all by himself with the pyro.
The control point is
Red's not gonna get back in time. And the old 1-2 punch distracted E that actually pushed B. And once more, as every attack round on Steel here has been, a pretty fast B cap and not too serious of a defense. They won, Saukot won the Uber exchange on here, but not anything else. Didn't do much with it. So yeah, Red Spy getting ready. Once people want to start moving through connector, you can't just get that sniper so easily. But if the medic ever wants to go through, that would be the time. It's quite patient, and Descent is just waiting so long. They're waiting so long. They do have a decent amount of time, and they know that. But do you really want the last round of Grand Finals? Should I come down to a few seconds? You're just gonna panic. You're just gonna make rushed mistakes. I think they're gonna want to get in there a bit sooner. This the time is good to move. Let's go for the telly, I think. Yeah. Alright, so that just got called. I'm not sure if that was the best play I could have made in that situation. I think there would have been a way to get that medic somewhere. Some family business? Whoa!
control point is being captured.
Alright, that was quite the fast sniper duel. I do like to see them speeding up. C is getting stacked. Red used the Uber somewhere for some reason. They are getting some kills with it, but not anywhere near the point that's getting capped. Blue is so split up right now. Got a sentry watching last. Got a combo watching D. As Team Descent is trying to move through here. Use right there to get through the trap. Demo's caught out, but everyone else was able to run to White Room. And Demo actually still... Oh, such little health! He's gonna get healed in time! Heal him! Heal him! Oh, just barely. Oh, the Blue Medic has actually moved past here. He's completely trapped now. Oh, that was very awkward. Right, looks like the Red Hold is gonna keep standing for a bit longer. And instead of holding right by D, they're going to be holding White Room now. Helping up their flank. Or replacing their flank even. Saukot no doubt doing a lot of calls. What Blue's next move will be. I would assume Connector is next. The question is, do they want to move through all the way around hallway to get through D? Or do they want to go straight for last from here? Or do they want to do something else? Oh, it looks like they want to go the long way around. They have more than 2.5 minutes left. And as I said before, you don't really need D. You could just go straight for last. But last, even if you stack it pretty hard, it does have a very long cap time, somewhere in the 50-40 second range.
Our control point is being captured.
So they can't wait too long. Just because you have a minute on the clock doesn't mean you're not about to lose the game. Because it really takes that long. We got an Uber exchange on D here. We're struggling a bit to keep everyone healed. As Coda comes in to clean people up. Can't get the Met though. That's gonna... Oh, is it enough? Is it enough to cap? I think it might not be. Randomized, being a bit too aggressive, a bit too close-minded. going for those picks. And ooh, Saukot paying back a little bit, but most of his team is dead by now. Ooh! Matt died to the body shot. And Red is up again. They have the long way around because the door's closed. But they only need to hold for 1.5 minutes. And keep in mind, it takes... I mean, if you block it just a little bit, you can estimate about a full minute just to cap last. I'm starting to think we might see product. I'm starting to get tired. I've been talking this entire time. Holding over here again. 1 minute 10 seconds. Blue medic goes down. Gotta start attacking last soon. It's just a minute on the clock. Don't you know how long it takes? You've had no cap progress. Oh, they're all just standing places. They're not being contested. It's a charged body shot to kill the soldier. Demo goes down 2. I don't know if they can do this anymore. I think this might be a Saukot half. Sentry blocking the point. I think it might already be impossible. Point caps really slowly. They just gotta go all out. They just gotta go all out right now, just in case it's still possible. Matt's about to die again. Yeah, gets cleaned up by the scout. Oh my. We're gonna see product, guys. Oh man. This is absurd. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, they're fucking AFK over here. It doesn't matter right now. Oh! Saukot wins after capping up with only 7 minutes. Why was Descent so slow? Why were they so slow after B? Why were they so slow after C? Why? Ah! Were they indecisive? I assume they were indecisive because they weren't even like trying to get advantages and stuff. They were just waiting, not sure where to go. Oh man. It's not good enough. That's not how you win open. You gotta clean up product. But we know for sure, well not technically for sure, but I'm pretty sure, that Descent were the ones who picked product out of the remaining 2 maps, whatever those were. So they are at least some adventure map control points. What? What? What the fuck? What is this? This looks familiar. Where do I know this from? What the fuck? Why? Why are we on somebody's first map? Welcome to Open Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Here's an empty map. Right. Under the assumption that we're going for product now, I'm going to Alt-Tab out. Take a look at the chat again. I'm going to wait to Alt-Tab. There we go. Why the fuck would I do that? I mean, it's written on the screen, on the stream, because it's on my screen right here, if you want to be technical about it. So many peeps here. So, I'm famous! I'm famous to 17 people! Tactical suicide to the pit, yeah. How are there so many people watching my fucking adventure map adventures? Taka and the adventure map. Coming to cinemas near you. Please, please broadcast, please. Alright, so the thing, if I want to fucking waste my time after this stream that's gonna be pretty fucking long by the end of it, the thing that I was going to be salty about is the fact that this season had 5 weeks. Now obviously the more weeks you have, the more certain you are that the best team is actually at the top and that the worst team is actually at the bottom. That's why round robin is played in Premiership, which means each team gets to play each team exactly once. Keep it fair, you know. but the bigger the division, the less that's possible. Like, obviously, we had like 20-something teams in Open. Obviously, we're not going to have 20-something weeks for a single regular season. It's bullshit. So we always had 7, but the number of Highlander teams is declining pretty heavily. Like, I think we're down to like 65 teams or something. It's very low. In ETF2L, that is. Can I watch you? Oh, wow. Once upon a time, there was Dorm. Dorm jumped to the fence. And let me look at dog bread. You know what? I'm gonna tell the story while looking at dog bread. I'm surprised how high quality this is with my FPS config. Yeah. Nobody cares about FPS, everybody cares about dog bread. It's more important. So yeah. And because there were very few teams, it's starting to fuck up, like, the fairness of the matchups. Because instead of round robin, they use what's called the Swiss system, which basically just tries to match you with someone who's as close to you as possible in the standings of the week prior. There's a lot of red players. Yeah. And last season they tried to fix that by merging mid and high into the same division. That caused a lot of very awkward rule sets, because there were still considered to be mid playoffs and there were still considered to be mid games where high players were not allowed to merc. Like, if a fucking majority of both teams' members have had previous mid experience but not high experience, and then mid-high itself counts as whatever is more beneficial to the player. Oh, but really complicated, stupid stuff. Really awkward things. Yeah. And a lot of mid-high players, obviously I wasn't in it, but a lot of mid-high players complained about it. Like, that's too much of a skill difference. Like, the teams that just got out of Open, or maybe still should be in Open, but are not for technical reasons, and they're playing bottom mid, they should not be going against the best teams in high, who are getting ready to play in Prem. And that's understandable, of course. So instead, this season, to fix the problem of low team numbers, they said, okay, we're not going to have 7 weeks, we're only going to have 5. So you play less enemies, so the point at which you go against enemies that aren't your skill level doesn't happen. The downside with that is that you're not giving the scoreboard enough time to, like, pendulum its way to fairness, you know? Like, you know how this doesn't even not even just TF2, but like any sport or anything with a scoreboard, after the first few games, a single win can put you from the very bottom to the very top. It goes completely crazy, everything's getting shuffled up, and the longer the season goes on, the smaller the adjustments are. Like, at some point, you win a game in week 7 and it only changes your placement by like 2 spots, you know? Or even less. Maybe you don't change it all even though you won. And yeah, the longer you go, the more stagnant it gets. And it needs to get stagnant because that is the true, like, deserved position of the teams. But with only 5 weeks, I think they've crossed the line into it's still really random. So your luck based on what opponents you get, and keep in mind the Swiss system obviously doesn't work very well in the beginning, because in week 1 there is no scoreboard, everybody has 0 points, there's nobody next to you, there's no fair opponent they can give you. The admins try to give it, like, based on their discretion, but it still means the better team you are, the more fucked you get for the whole season because you get a tough opponent. In a format with 5 weeks where each opponent matters a lot, where that luck is a big deal. So that was pretty bad, and there's a few teams who profited really hard of that, and there was a few teams who got fucked by that really hard, including myself. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up about that now. We are beginning product. It's first to 3, thus best to 5. Dorm hit a much faster rollout, already started to put damage onto that combo. But he's running lock and load, so there's not going to be any rollers being a nuisance here in main, as both teams have gotten to their rock each. Aga dancing on the left side, presumably because he knows that the snap's over here, not watching. He would rather get these flank picks. I'm not sure if that's the best decisions he could be making right now. They're consistently taking off the dispenser, which I'm sure is annoying the NG. But red is losing a lot of players, and by red I mean Saukot, by the way. This is Saukot on red and Descent on blue, and Descent are going to be winning this mid-fight on pure numbers, although they are building that Uber a lot slower. Well, the first red spawns are starting to come in. They're trying not to use, because this is a very shitty spot to do that in, but they're getting forced. There's no other way to do it, so they gotta get out now. Descent has by now lost 4 players. Some of them are spawning just about now, but they only have to use now. It's probably gonna be a med kill. You wanna chase that med? He's low. No? Okay. But don't complain if you lose grand finals. Alright. Spencer trying to get that up at product, as is the NG's main job over here. Interesting, very defensive mini spot back there. Med went down to the backstab. That's a major advantage for blue in terms of numbers, and in terms of Uber now too. That's like about 50%, maybe a bit more even. So I'm going to be holding on to this point for a bit longer than the minute that I've had it so far. And red is just playing ultra passive. They're getting sniped. Still losing players even though they're playing it so safe. Demo's starting to move up a bit. NG starting to move up a bit. They have not even regained their own rock yet. This is wasting a lot of time. Almost half the round is over for Descent. Blue medic died again. Oh wait, sorry, that's blue medic. That's Descent medic. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. My bad, my bad. That's Descent. He dropped. Presumably. Again, I didn't see it. It's a bomb. Descent is choosing to play very aggressively. They lost their medic. Bit of a sack wave. Is that a crit? Are they running crits? Let's take a look. Yes, yes they are. Unfortunately my HUD doesn't show that. Maybe I should be getting like a specific casting HUD, but I do this like fucking once a season at this point, so. Oh, Arga ate a bit of a body shot there, I believe. And now and then he ate a sandwich. And a sandwich. Eat, if you're gonna eat unhealthy things like body shots, you should also eat healthy things like sandwiches, kids. This is the lesson you should get out of that. Right, red almost ready. Are they still on stock? Yes they are, but they... Ooh! They died to that drop stab. There'll be a bit more time off the clock. Heavy, what's he doing? Okay, he's waiting for the arrow before he dares to move back. Oh! All the backstabs! This is a spy round right here. As this creates numbers and heal advantage for blue. They got the scout on the point, extinguishing himself. Demo moving up to help. He's gonna be able to win that. Just gotta finish up the cap just a tiny bit. Oh, he gets sniped! Alright, there it is. Soldier finishing the job that the others couldn't. Oh, and it looks like Saukot might be getting it straight back. Oh. Yeah, just barely, just barely. Starting to move up aggressively together. That's how good product play looks like. This is looking like a very dedicated rock hold by now. Blue's building so fast, they might be crits now? No, they're just building fast by being awesome. There's the bomb, gets the meds! Nice job, Juho. That was 3... No, there's 2 kills on the dispenser. One walk on those sticks. Someone clean them up. Thank you. Blue's getting the cab out of here. There's the red stock Uber. Spy going for the next ballsy move. Did not quite work out, but the point's almost capped. You might want to hold a bit closer to that, so you can block it when they're on it. Because they're all low. They're all so low. Look at the left side. The entirety of Team Descent is really low right now. And the time is at the top. Saukot has actually overtaken them. It's so close to getting capped. Ah!
30 seconds.
She gets stabbed. Spy actually gets away with it at very little health. Oh, they're so far back. It's so tempting to just finish up this cap. But they're only able to if Descent really, if Saukot really drop the ball on this and let them. They finish the cap just now, just getting it back as fast as I can. Use the Uber for it, really chase the blue team out. 5 seconds. Just gotta play the point now. Just gotta jump on it. Blue team has Uber. Just gotta touch it. Always gotta have someone on it. Come on! That's one round for Saukot. Are they actually gonna turn it around? I would love to see that. Not even because they were nicer to me than Descent was, but also because that would be a fucking amazing underdog story. I remind you, they lost to Descent in regular season. And they almost lost on Steel. And they almost won on Upward. Oh, this has been a great final. I can already say that. Even if this somehow turns into a roll now, with one team just getting 0 time on the clock, off the clock. Just everything so far has been very worthy to conclude this season. Blues beating players. Looks like Saukot might be winning this mid-fight. This Borden is also low on health and building too slowly. Red is ready with their crits, which they popped off on the demo. Killed the med, that's what you gotta do. And they're all grouped up, you just gotta put the stick in there, put a stick in there! Just put a stick on that dispenser. Could've gotten 2 easy kills. No, they use out of sticks, I assume, using his pills. Did not want to waste his time reloading. Was too rushed. I think he had enough time in that receiver to just reload a stick, get the easy kills. But it barely matters. Team Descent almost wiped there. I think only the scout or only the spy or something like that was alive. They do also spawn together, which means they are now naturally moving together in a group. Slowly getting towards the point. And with the left side, I always... I don't think this is ever a good place to, like, remain for any prolonged amount of time. There's the crits again. Trying to find the med pick. Some stuff getting reflected. Alright, that did not quite work out. They're losing combo members. Moba's getting aggressive. Okay, he has to back out. Got that sweet that dispenser pick. That was only 2 minutes of the... that was only 1 minute of the clock. It felt longer. It felt like Saukot was really in control of that situation. But here come the blue crits. With appropriate kills, not including the medic though. That's an uber advantage for red then. They're gonna get the point out of it anyway. Red 2. Spawning in a bunch, that's what some first person stuff. Oh, they're getting really aggressive. They're doing a forward hold. They're doing a forward hold on the enemy cliff. Finds the med down there. Ah, nobody can chase that, but it does get a decent air pipe on that demo. The Saukot is missing all the players. Can't do much with that. Wait, Mr. Bliss on medic? Oh! They changed up the medic! Mid-grand final. Ballsy move. Considering they're winning right now, it might be working out. That's the next blue crits. Demo just got out. No, he didn't. He got killed by that charge sticky. The timers are roughly equal. Let's see how Saukot can play out of control. By out of control, I mean it's kind of pretty fucking equal. Ever so slight uber advantage for Descent. Nobody is on comfortable health. Nobody has a buff except for the red heavy. Has a full one. Frame rate, don't you dare. So you might not even be noticing that the stream is at only 30 frames, I'm afraid. To save my performance. Right, there's blue crits against red stock Uber. And you might know this, But doing more damage against someone who doesn't take any damage, it's not that helpful. That's a red cap. With about 40 seconds difference. So to even just catch up with the sense timer, need to hold this for the duration of getting one Uber. Longer if it's crits, and it is. Oh, the Met died! He died to that scout. To the soldier. That's a soldier. But the team punches too. Oh, here comes the double bomb! Some serious damage. The only one they killed was the... nobody. A lot of blue team dying. Power's on the point. Can't finish the cap. 4 blue players alive. Mets only just started building. It's 90% advantage for red. Are they stuck? Yes, they are. Hasn't died since that exchange, but blue is still putting all the horses in one basket. Is that how it goes? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. With that crits choice. If anybody can draw, I would like for them to draw all of Team Descend's horses in one basket. And the basket is the crit screen. If you take anything out of this stream, it's put all your horses in one basket. Alright, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. We got 50 seconds for Descent, or 26 seconds for Saukot, which means anything is possible right here. Descent has their crits ready. Well, Saukot is at 80%, stock over 90% by now. Let's watch them first person. Moba sitting over here waiting for the Uber. They have some numbers. It's 8v6. They're moving up over the point. There's the stock Uber. There's the crits. Alright, good flashes. Keeping people alive. There's a pause! Why is there a pause? No! What? Okay. Whoa. Okay, that was an incredibly short pause. Let's watch the point again. With 12 seconds on the clock for Descent. But only 3 people alive. That's 20 seconds to build up something. That's not enough time to build an Uber. But red is bleeding players. Pyro just spawned, Heavy and Scout are dead. It's equal numbers. Met died! Met got backstabbed! 10 seconds! 10 seconds in this round. They're all over the... Blue's all over the point now. I think they're actually going to do it. It's getting blocked, but he can't do that by himself. That's 12 seconds. 12 seconds. That might be just barely enough time. They're spawning in 2. Most of them. Heavy's over there by himself. Gonna die. Oh, I don't think they can get there in time. Oh! That's a 1-1. Oh, man. What a final. Jeez. If you were told that your fucking 2 or 3 months of work of this season come down to a best of 3, effectively, first to 2, of product, you would be like, this is bullshit. It's not fucking... It's not how it works. How is the skilled team even gonna win? But holy shit, these teams are just wonderfully exactly at the same level. I am... Switch and win. Oh, they are on the... Ha 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 ha! Nobody can get the config right. Nobody. But luckily, they got 1 round each, so it's quite easy to fix. Just setting win limit 2, that's what you saw in chat just now. But it does mean that we get a tiny bit of pre-game before they're ready up again. So let's take a look at the chat. Why I don't like the teams... If you really want to know, you can, like, watch the upload of the stream later, what I said in the beginning. Don't want to repeat myself. 21, wow! Holy shit! Holy shit! Alright. I don't hate these teams. As I said, whoever's gonna win this probably deserves it. Whoa, shit, we're going! This is already the mid-fight, I didn't notice, whoops! I guess I was a lot less ready up time than I thought. My bad. Blue team almost wiped there. They did keep their medic alive though. Is that red crits? No, that is red stock. Oh, Blue Medic died. Who is it? Oh, it's Mr. Bliss. Okay. Did not change it again. Okay, you know what? I'll admit, I am fully hoping for Saukot to win this now. No offense to Descent, but that would just be such a beautiful story. The underdogs in a way, even though they're a mid-team. I don't know, neither of these teams are fucking... Whoever you're for is really just the lesser of two evils. But I'm for Saukot anyway. I can't talk any of these teams up really well. I'll admit, I'm not too fond of either. But they are giving me a fantastic game to cast, and I'm thankful for that. There's a red Uber getting popped, with the Blue Medic dead, so that should be an easy defense for the point. In fact, even still an ever so tiny Uber advantage to red, although they did lose a lot of players. Sniper, Spy, Pyro, and the Soldier only just spawned. Oh! Arga just got sniped. I heard it, and saw it in the kill feed. Let's watch the first person. Tola playing behind enemy lines, getting the telly. With all these red players dead, it should be a blue cap. Saukot just not hitting those kills. Oh. Red team is getting their kills though. 4v5. I think that might be enough for red to move up now that they have these spawns. Heavy goes down. A headshot was not necessary, he was incredibly low.
The control point is being captured.
They have their crits. They have their crits ready. But Meso, he died! He died right when he popped! And more time is ticking off the red timer. With 3 blue players alive. You don't want to just suicide in now. You see a bit of a sniper versus spy over here. Spy wins. Watch him first person. So we got Mr. Bliss on crits. Mr. Crits. Mr. Blitz. Where's the other medic? There he is. Alright, he's still on stock. Argus went into the stock at 90%. And he has Uber now. As the point's getting capped for no reason. Just get onto it. And use. Nice, nice, nice. A bit last second. But as long as it works. Oh, it doesn't though. We got air blasted off the point. Now I have to recap it. There's a lot of blue team dead. So it might just work out. Heavy dies 2. That's still Uber advantage for Saukot with 20 seconds left. That's not enough time for Descent to build another Uber. Unless they can stretch out this overtime extremely long. 15 seconds. You know what? I'm doing free cam. Let's see what Descent can come up with. Oh, it's going to be match point for Saukot. I've probably been mispronouncing that this entire game. But here we go. The total is 2-1 for Saukot. If they win this next round, they win open. Now that I've said it out loud, I kind of don't want them to win after all. I don't know, dude. I don't know. They are mid. There's nobody doubting that they... Well, they are. But, you know. They're clearly mid. And they said they don't care. And then they win open. Isn't that unjust? I don't know! I don't know who I want to win! I guess that's one way of being impartial. Why can't the grand final be a different one? Why can't it be different teams? Why can't both of you just be in mid from the beginning of the season? Why can't we just go back in time and let you have that? There's the red crits. Oh, Arga switched to crits, even though the stock hasn't been working that well last round. But they did get the blue medic, so it's working so far. They're getting the first couple seconds off their clock. They're keeping the Uber advantage for about 20 seconds. What Medigun is Mr. Bliss running? He's on stock now. They've switched around, but that also means that red is gonna build the Uber even faster. That's gonna be more than 30% advantage. Maybe 40-50. There's a detonator, interesting.
Alright, the control point is being captured.
I'm trying to think, which heavy was doing all the gimmicks? Was it Blaze TF over here from Descent? Because if they lose this, he is going to be quite mad at himself for those gimmicks. I predict. I don't know. I don't fucking know. You can't fucking tell other people to be mad at something. But yeah. I've said that before. That would really hurt. Getting a clean regular season, beating the team that you get in grand finals during regular season, and then still losing in the last map. But so far, Saukot has gotten almost 1.5 minutes off the clock as Blue's moving on to the point, popping the stock Uber. So that should be an easy cap. Now taking damage though. Some action happening over here.
Alert. The control point is
Already contesting point. There's the crits coming out. Can you find the med? Med's right over there. Med goes down. Down to 4 blue players. Want to chase, finish some kills. It's not really working though. As they're sticking together. It's a red cap that only got just over 20 seconds off the clock team to send over here. Before giving it back to Saukot. It's actually crits just sort of sitting here. I don't think anyone's really going to fall for it, but it is going to impair their movement. Oh, he's getting troubled hard. Matt playing it safe from Cliff, as is most of his combo, but Dorm got aggressive over there. Started to do some good damage towards the rock. Can't quite kill that heavy. Is too low on health himself. Dies to the backstab. More backstabs. Oh wait. I've been seeing it the wrong way around. I'm just looking at the kill feed. Not watching the action. I'm sorry. There's a Pyro Crits. Pyro Crits a grand final product. On the Degreaser. But I guess it doesn't have base damage penalty anymore, so. It's 3v3. But Blue Team Descent having the slightly better DM. They're very low on health. This medic is not comfortable. It's getting gunned down by the spy. Expecting Red to recap just as fast as they did earlier. Just gotta get someone on there. 40 seconds. Med is currently dead. Only if they contest the point for a bit or if they run crits will that be enough time for Descent to actually have another Uber. And even then, we can expect Saukot to have another one. Unless Arga dies. If they can play this right, if they can protect their medic, that might decide this whole season. As Descent is moving on to the point, and okay, why are they so far back? Why is Saukot so far back? They give the point for free. Med went down to that bomb. 11 seconds after the clock. They have 2 minutes time to get this point back and keep it for 11 seconds. Then Med died. He just got headshot. What a waste. But both Meds are dead, have the exact same spawn timing, it's perfectly equal. We're gonna take a look at what mediguns they choose. Arga is on stock. Mr. Bliss is also on stock. We're gonna see stock versus stock in the potentially last 2 minutes of the season. They're already recapping. Could potentially last 10 seconds of the season. They got it! They got it! The Descent has to get on the point now! They're all low. Most of them dead, all low. Gotta jump in now, it's 3 seconds. Met's by himself over here, that's to the heavy. Stop, gotta jump for it, just gotta go. That's it! Season is over. Saukot wins open. Good game. Oh, I keep forgetting the mic clips a bit on the. I'm sorry. I must have really hurt your ears just now. But holy shit. It's over. It's finally over. And that's not a relieved finally over. It's a wow. Holy shit. That was incredible. We got 3 maps. We got Descent winning 1 map on 1 round on the last map. We got a fucking 2-second difference on Upward. We got a 7-minute attack round on Steel that still somehow won them the decider round there. My god. And you know what? I'm in such a good mood right now. I don't want to talk about how we got fucked by random chance. In our season. This is not about me. This is about Saukot winning it. The fucking like 7,000th award on their page. But the first one in open because they've always been above here. Salt, saltity salt. Yeah, I just said I was in a good mood, but okay. Still, Great season descent, you two. Yeah, everybody knows this was a great game. I don't need to fucking tell you that. You saw it, presumably, unless you like just tuned in. Thanks for anyone for watching. Thanks to anyone, whatever. I will be uploading this whole stream unedited, just the way it was. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. And thank God it actually worked with the streaming, because I did go in blind at the very beginning, just hoping that it was working. But yeah, it all worked out. Good game, good season, good final. Good stream, in my opinion. Bye bye, guys. How do I end? This is how I end.